and the people, those who run the industry themselves. LinkedIn is not just your social mirror, it's who you are. Well, different approaches to LinkedIn search. During my internship research, I particularly focused on the aspects that LinkedIn provides for market research and potential recruitment of sales officers and how to reach out to the companies for acquisitions and often mergers. Well, there are different horizontals and verticals associated with any research or search. Via LinkedIn, we can keep a horizontal fixed and searching the leads, the people, across all the verticals. The same can be done the other way around by fixing a vertical and going across all the horizontals to determine the leads and your prospects. Joining the different groups on LinkedIn gives you focus and gives you access to different people of a particular genre, and you can gain access and connect to them via that group. And since the interests match, you are actually able to send them a private message as well. These are the little technical glitches that probably LinkedIn has, and you can exploit them to your advantage to gain connections and to gain professional lead. Well, one more thing. Suppose you have some profound connection on LinkedIn. For example, if I'm connected to our director, sir, through him, I can gain access to his connections. This means, even if I am just a little cog in the network, I have the access to all the professionals who are out there, even via one mutual connection. So this web of social networking is actually helping me to gain access through the entirely possible and potent world of professionalism through a little crevice that LinkedIn provides me with. Well, we can also use LinkedIn as a secondary search tool after we have done our research on Glassdoor and other social networking platforms that provide information about the company. This is more of a candidate's perspective, how he views his recruiter. For recruiters, LinkedIn is again served on a dish, the people they want to hire, what kind of a people they want, and what kind of person they want in an organization to gain. As for the leadership aspects, the leadership pros and cons are also very much visible on LinkedIn, since the profile level, small, medium, expert, pro, it's provided on LinkedIn, and more often than not, better companies like Microsoft or Google, they do look at a candidate's LinkedIn profile and how seriously he takes his social rapport.
Now moving on to Skype as a tool. Basically, what it provides the recruiters is it saves time. You are able to gather a talent pool, or gather a talent community perhaps I should say, of individuals rather fairly quite easily. And secondly, live chats ensure a smart way of having real-time conversations among the HR teams and various employees. More so, however, you can use the video conferencing technique, which allows the heads of different departments to basically gather around, give input about a person's candidacy for the job.
Well, Glassdoor, the candidate's friend. Well, as per the definition, Glassdoor is a US-based job and career site where employees anonymously dish out the pros and cons of their companies and bosses. Well, sounds like a tricky business, doesn't it? Inside news of the company, which is against the wishes of the non-disclosure agreement that a person signs before joining a particular company. But no, Glassdoor is not leaking the inside information. Rather, Glassdoor is telling about the insides of a company, that how they treat their employees and how the environment is to work with. Glassdoor basically gives you an insight of what kind of an environment you want when you are out in the corporate world, and how much do you want to thrive in the corporate world in the right manner. It's an extremely handy tool which people can use to choose the right company and job to apply for by choosing the reviews and salaries. And trust me, the number of ratings and the number of quotes that a particular company gets determine its salability and its popularity with the employees. Now, there's another aspect coming up very quickly, that is commercial media sites. Well, media portals like JobVite, Talent Exchange, Build Your Career, they provide you with options to subscribe and act as particular intermediaries between the companies and the people who want to work in them. Well, with these professional career builders, we can actually pool our talents, and the people with similar talents are given access to jobs that suit their profiles, and vice versa for the recruiters. These charge a premium, but then again, that's another means of revenue generation. And as long as the candidates meet the recruiters they want, and recruiters meet the candidates they want, nobody minds. Well, now just a glimpse to conclude with how social media helped us with our internships during the course of the summers. Well, myself, Samar, I interned at Critical Solutions Private Limited. It's a Delhi-based startup. In fact, the first IIT Delhi-based startup which had both students and professors on board. It's a leading and pioneer organization in the field of embedded systems and vision image processing services. Since they are a leading organization in the Indian sector, they wanted to expand overseas, and therefore I was recruited for the same, since I am interested in the marketing research aspects. Then again, I identified the industry insights and what horizontals and verticals the industry excelled at, and who can be the potential targets for us. And through this, we actually identified 2 or 3 candidates who were at the end of the tenure ready to merge with us and give us packages over 1 million in combinations. Using Glassdoor to search out profiles and how the overall past has been for mergers, we can determine that whether a person can be considered a prospect or just a false lead. Also, via LinkedIn, we can reach out to the people who have the decision-making power in their hands, and we can identify them and directly hit the target. Strategically connecting and reaching out to them for further talks of collaborations are also made easier via LinkedIn messaging and Skyping. The emails are the thing of the past. You can directly now accept and reject mergers hand in hand via LinkedIn and other social medias. That's the power of social media.
My internship was a collaboration with an ABB IIITM alumni, Ramin Bishnoi. What we planned on was to create a marketing and advertising firm called PRZ. Now we have divided it in amongst various services that would be provided, and we started with auto advertising. As the business is still a startup and it's still new, we have plans for the future, and what we have concluded is that in the near future, the approach we will be using are these 5 steps. Such as we will be giving emphasis on putting the digital house in order, basically making our website a more engaging experience, such as using maps and videos, and perhaps explaining the processes and displaying the job segments. Secondly, we should maximize our social channels. Perhaps we will be using the social content of leaders or employees, basically testimonials or reviews. And we would like to share our corporate business on business-related social sites, like platforms like YouTube, where we can display the culture of our employees. Facebook, where we create a common page. Over here, we can start building a community. Thirdly, we'll grow engaged communities. Now, this is the most important fact, because we're creating a fan page. Here, we want to concentrate on managing this really potential pool of fans. Basically, they are the potential clients for our future. So we will definitely be engaging ourselves with them with talks, with web chats, and everything else. And a link will be provided regarding, it will be locating it to our corporate website. Fourthly, specific outreach. It is a must that we need to have dedicated outreach channels and mechanisms. We need to have proper, perhaps Twitter question and answer about a specific job query that candidates might have. And fifth, onboard and develop. We need to make sure that the socialization in the workplace is high and a critical must. And basically, employee onboarding is there. So,
basically, to conclude, what I just need to say is, a social network and the profile that you can make out of it, the use that you can extract out of it, is as good as your efforts. Well, just making a LinkedIn page or just connecting to your batchmates does not end the job here. You need to reach out, you need to delve into the depths of the social networks to tap it and to be a corporate who excels and who excels good. You need to find the glitches in the social network. You need to find the glitches. You need to find the specific targets, how to reach out to the HRs. Trust me, you can. Moreover, you can also find different ways how to gain access to the premium privileges that maybe a premium account user gets, even while using a normal account. For example, when you are searching for a particular connection, what happens is, if you're not a premium user, if you're a regular user, you search the name of a particular person and you try to connect to them, you are not allowed the access to do so. However, if you Google search that particular name and then you click and redirect from that page, you are allowed to do that. So these are little technical glitches that you can use the advantage of, and particularly further the advantages that you are extracting from LinkedIn or any other social page without spending that extra penny that you might want to save for later. So therefore, what my suggestion to my juniors and my advice to my colleagues is that social networks are an important aspect of our careers, and it's good and it's better and it's for our own very own good that we start soon. Thank you. Any queries? Yes, Mr. Lari. We've been expecting you.
Thank you, sir. It was a very nice presentation.
Thank you.
It was great. The question that I have is that it is about the usage policies of the LinkedIn or the social media. Actually, there was a consulting firm, Accenture consulting firm. They said that a number of companies that employ social media actually struggle to integrate it successfully into their daily functioning when it comes to the usage policies. What is your comment about it?
Well, very good question nonetheless. I am not surprised at the quality of your questions. You have many of them. Well, as far as integrating social media to a particular company's environment is concerned, that's a very valid point, because sometimes you can stray away from the vital points that why a social network actually exists. It should be a means of connecting with your peers. It should be a means of sharing the data and the knowledge with your peers, and not only just whiling away time on that, right? Well, to that I have an answer that of late, since the social media networks gained popularity, the companies have acknowledged the advent of them, and to refrain Facebook from taking over their important office time, they have come up with social networks of their own. Therefore, and probably have even banned Facebook during office hours. This is because even while they are providing the employees to network among themselves, they are ensuring in that way that they do not waste the precious office time in that. And obviously, as far as integration goes, the options that are provided in those social networks are much more customized according to the needs of the company. For example, since in my organization where I interned, they had a professional social network of their own, which was only for the employees, obviously. So what they did was, since the most shared document was the planning document, they had proper tab for that. That whatever the project is going on, the overall data flow is opened in that document, and the manager only the different managerial heads, they only have the access to do that and edit that or even add notes to that. While the employees who are onto the project, then they can add comments on that and even add their own little segment of the same. So in that way, it's just like commenting on a Facebook pic. The commenting is there, the liking is there, but only for purposes which serve the benefit of the company. So I believe that answers your question, that having a social network is not a bane, while managing it is a tricky thing, and therefore integrating it with the needs of the company, I guess that sorts out the problem. Thank you. Okay, thanks a lot.